up, y'all? It's your boy Polo Cut says D. Welcome back to our episode 91 of Off the Clipper podcast, baby. You already know what it is. 92nd to be exact. You already know what it is. I'm right here with the gang, my boy, the one and only in the motherfucking building, baby.
That barber cheapy. Let's get it.
Yeah. And today I got my second co-host of the night, baby. You already know what it is. My boy, the one and only in the building, baby.
Oh, it's Randy right here, man.
Randy in the building, baby.
Episode 91?
92.
92.
92.
Yeah, technically, 92.
That's being consistent right there.
Yes,
man.
sir. Episode 92, baby. Today,
100.
Today, we got a dope-ass guest. For everybody watching out there on YouTube and for everybody listening to us on Spotify and all the other podcast streaming platforms, I want to introduce you guys my boy. I went to school with him back in middle school. You know, we touched bases after high school. This guy was a fucking good ass homie of mine. We kept in contact after high school, you know, for a little bit. And then, you know, like life happens, adult things happens. And, I opened up my shop. I start cutting his hair again. We start kicking it, blah, blah, whoop-de-whoop. We invest. And then shit happens again. And then boom, my boy comes back with a bang. He comes back to me and he's like, hey, I'm an iron worker. I'm fucking killing it. And then all of a sudden he comes back with a dope ass fucking clothing apparel company. Killing it. Building America. USA. My boy, Beto, homie. What up? What it is? ¿Cómo estás, mijo?
What up, pimp?
¿Cómo estás, mijo?
Thank you for having me, dog.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, huge props to you, bro. You built an empire. I've known you for a very long time.
Hell yeah.
Down, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's what it's all about, dog. You know, we grow up and, you know, you become an adult. You invest in what you love. You know, you got to fucking find what you love and you got to keep doing it. In this case, for myself, I became a barber, which is something that I fucking loved since I was a young kid, you know, a young teenager and shit. I got my boy Randy right here. He you know, he's always been in the insurance business and he's always been killing it. He's always been in sales. You know, he makes music. He fucking, not only that, now he fucking makes fucking dope ass fucking visuals. He edits, he fucking shoots. My boy Cheapy, he went from fucking being a fucking the king of the South Bay barber, you know, out of his garage to now fucking then being a fucking cable guy, you know, a technician and shit like that, and then now coming back to his real roots and shit, now killing it. And you know, we just all find what we love, dog, you know. So in my case, I fucking fell in love with barbering at a young age, and I consider myself a leader, bro. I've always thought I was a leader, you know. I consider myself a leader. I don't take orders from nobody. And shit, what better way to fucking, you know, fucking start your day than to fucking go open up your own barbershop and open up your own business every morning and do what you got to do to just fucking provide for your family with what you love, you know. So that's why I chose what I did, and you're killing it doing what you do, dog. You're an iron worker. You got your fucking your clothing line, which is Building America USA.
58,000 followers.
58,000 followers organically on fucking Instagram.
Killing it, homie.
Shipping
Bro.
clothing throughout the United States, bro. Like, such a niche, and it's crazy because, like, you know, America's gonna keep building.
Oh yeah,
You can't
fuck
do
yeah.
shit with every, you know, plumbers. You can't do nothing with that. So I think that was very unique. Even though you see iron workers and you see them with their type of gear, but I've never personally met anyone that actually makes apparel for iron workers, and that's like a niche that you found, and that's unique, bro. Especially coming from San Diego, because we're a finesse city. Like, everybody wants to be rappers and everybody wants to be video content, you know. And then you got this guy coming in with iron worker. Like, I'm gonna supply iron workers with dope ass clothing with it, so they look sick while they're out there hustling, bro. That's dope, bro.
You know what I talked to Omatic about this a couple times. Like, I always thought, like, oh, barbering is such a industry where the barbers, we take like pride in our work. You know, we want everybody to know that we're a fucking. If you meet a barber, he's gonna let you know he's a barber. How? By fucking wearing a shirt that says Barber Life, or fucking wearing a hat with the fucking little straight razor, or a fucking chain with the little straight razor, tattoo, something, you know. And I always thought, like, damn, us barbers, we're pretty fucking proud of our fucking trade, you know. But then when I fucking started following this Beto's new page of clothing line, I started noticing how iron workers are so proud of their fucking trade, dog. Like, we're not the only one, and not only that, like ever since I met Omatic and like, well, I've known you forever, but ever since you started doing that, you know, you guys are so proud of video shooting and stuff like that. But like, in my eyes, I thought we were the only ones, you know, because that's all I saw every day. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has like fucking so much fucking pride, and they put so much heart into what they do, and that's what we gotta fucking pay attention to. Everybody that we all have friends that do different things. In this case, we got like fucking.
I mean, you think about Cheapy's brother Chris, who come back, throw some cold ones. We'll talk about ironworking all day. And even though Chris is like, man, this job, man, but you could tell how proud he is.
Yeah.
Building things, man. Because Chris he's been an iron worker for how many years? So that's why it's kind of like relevant. Because my best
15.
friend, I've known him since '96, and he's been in construction. But then he, you know, a few years back, he got into ironworking. So that's why it's like it's a cool connection. Like,
hell yeah,
come on with his boots and just crack open the beers, dude. I just got back, man. You could tell he had a hard day, but he loved talking about what he did. You know what I mean? Bro. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see.
Ironworking is pretty sick, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
so did you start off as an iron worker, or you just?
So for everybody out there watching us right now, dog, introduce yourself. Let them know what your name is. Let them know how you became an iron worker. You know, let them know how this shit came out of nowhere. Because I don't remember you ever talking about being an iron worker. Back in the day, like I'm talking about 15 years ago. Where did that come from?
All right. First of all, first name is Albert. Middle name is Isaac. So basically, my stepdad is an iron worker. So the business all came about. My wife, she was all trying to buy me like a present, like a shirt or something, and there was like nothing online. You know what I mean? She's like, oh, we should like maybe make some shirts. You know what I mean? I didn't think nothing of it. You know what I mean? I didn't think nothing of it. Maybe a year or two went by. And we made my brother and I, huge shout out to my brother Michael. We made a matcha tea company. We white labeled a bunch of matcha, and it didn't really work out so well, but we learned a lot.
Yeah,
we learned how to push a website, a little bit of marketing here and there.
That's the goal, learning.
Yep. And so then one time I was working out of town.
Being an iron worker.
Being an iron worker, yeah. So
Before you get to the clothing line though, how did you become an iron worker? Where did that come from? Obviously through your stepfather, but
yeah, through my stepdad. So my stepdad's an iron worker. So basically,
shout out to the stepdads,
yes, sir.
My stepdad. Yeah,
how old were you when you first started working as an iron worker?
I barely turned 20.
20.
Yep, I had barely turned 20.
How did you become an iron worker? Did he offer you the job, or did you say like, hey, you know what?
No, you know what? He's like, try to get sponsored by yourself. Because the way it goes, you have to get sponsored by a company. So you go to the union, you put in your application, whatever, you fill out the paperwork, and you're supposed to find a sponsor. So you got to find a company to hire you basically for at least 3 months. Yeah. After that, you're in.
Is it kind of like an apprenticeship?
It is an apprenticeship program. So basically, I got it by myself, bro, just like making phone calls. Actually, when I would go in person to the office and be like, hey, I'm trying to get a sponsor. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I got in.
Someone hooked you up just randomly or what?
Randomly, bro. Because my stepdad was like, hey, before we make any phone calls, try getting by yourself.
Oh, that's good. See, that's a good thing though, because
it wasn't given to you.
Exactly, dog.
Actually, get your ass in there, talk your way in there.
Yeah, you got to do the footwork for it.
Hey, yeah, I'm down. Even if you're not down, like, who cares? Just let me get.
Because at the end of the day, dog, if so. I don't know. To me, something's more valuable when you go get it on your own than when it's given to you.
Absolutely.
I agree, bro. I agree. And yeah, I mean, luckily I got in, and a lot of people they struggle to get in, but I was one of the lucky ones that I was able to get in pretty quick. I was only looking for sponsorship for about a month or two, so it wasn't so bad. And then after that, I just started working, and it was
the rest is history.
The rest is history. Yeah.
And then, as you're working, as you're doing your iron working, you invest you invest in matcha tea with your brother-in-law. You said.
Kind of
No,
like
my
a
stepbrother.
side gig. So
Yeah.
it was your main career as an iron worker.
Yep.
And then you kind of wanted to venture out into business now.
Exactly.
I think the
Trying to be an
transition-
entrepreneur type
the-
shit,
the
you know?
transition,
Yeah,
the transition of like you being an iron worker at 9 to 5 or
Yeah,
6 to 3 guy.
Exactly.
Where did business come from? Like where you got influence? Like I want a little side business too.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you're a hustler, you know, you always
Hell
think
yeah,
about
hell
like
yeah.
side gigs, this and that.
Yeah.
So I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
my first side gig was probably like buying a car at an auction and trying to flip it, you know. So,
Yeah.
Facts,
But
facts.
my like legit was the matcha. My brother and I we started a matcha company called King Matcha.
Hell yeah.
We ordered a bunch of matcha from Japan.
I remember that.
White label, yeah, it was like a bunch of like tins, and we had to like put stickers around the cans.
Yeah.
And you know, it didn't hit honestly, but we learned a lot. We learned how to do marketing. We bought a course actually, so that's how we learned. We bought a course how to make websites, how to market, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's another thing, you know. So it's not. I mean, a lot of people don't like to buy courses, but I think that's the way to go.
Investing in
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's good,
I mean, you ain't nothing gonna come to you and it's gonna be easy, dog. At the end of the day, you gotta fucking learn one way or another. You were telling me that you ended up getting the Tai Lopez fucking course, right? Is that the one that you're talking about?
Back in like 2016, he came out with the course.
Tai Lopez is, hey, believe it or not, Tai Lopez is, you know who Tai Lopez is?
Yeah,
He's a fucking monster. But then I remember he went through like some type of like,
which every human does.
exactly.
Every human
But
does.
bro, at one point that guy, do you know who Tai Lopez is? Oh, dude, that
He's
fool's
like
a fucking
marketing
like
guru,
genius.
bro.
Yeah, he's
right
a
now
guru.
he's all huge. You know, back in
Yeah.
2016 he was still big, but you know his courses were like like hitting. You know, they were like popping.
At that time, I remember they were huge, bro.
Yep. So my brother and I got a hold of one of the courses, and you know, I just started watching it. But it's one of those things, bro. Like you don't know anything. Like it's like everything's like in another language. But the more you look at it, it's just like the blueprints. You know, when you're at work. Like, you look at the blueprints, you're like, what the fuck? But the more you look at it,
the more you get familiar with it.
all
Huh?
of a sudden, dog, just like clicks.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
So then the coffee shit doesn't work out for you. And then you say your girl one day tells you, "Oh, I want to buy you something for Christmas." You said, or for something, and then she's like, "I want to buy you something for an iron worker, but I can't find any clothes online."
Yeah, there's like the stuff that's
Sounds like
online is kinda-
ideas transcend. Like,
Fuck yeah.
isn't that
Yeah.
fucking?
That's how
crazy,
shit's
And
bro?
fucked.
it starts with an idea.
And that's how shit pops off all the time, dog. Believe it or not, you know. So then she tells you, "Hey, I couldn't find anything for you." What goes down?
So like a few months went by, and then I got sent out of town, and I started like another business, going to other businesses and asking if they want a website.
Yeah.
I actually like walk in, like go to
Oh, you're over here
shop.
trying to fucking start websites for fucking
Yep,
businesses.
Yep. Because back in 2016, that was popping. You know?
Yeah.
So they sent me all of a sudden. They sent me out of town to go work, and I was kind of bummed out because like I was like, man, I was like,
This shit's popping off. And
I was barely like getting my feet wet and all that. Like I sent to go work out of town, and I was out of town. All of a sudden, I was like, what? Like just sell iron worker clothes.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
make merch.
Yeah, like like my wife said a few months ago. I was like, yeah,
That's crazy.
Wifey came up with the idea.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's just like that.
She came with that idea, and you just manifest that shit. You made
Yeah,
it
it was like
happen.
that. It was weird. You know, it was like boom. And since we already had an idea of something like selling matcha and stuff, I already kind of knew how to make a website. Like I knew how to make like the online presence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and that's how it all started. And after that, it was just
So how did you land your first gig? Like, how did you? Okay, you got the logo. I mean, how did you come across? Did you? Because you're already in the ironworking field. So
Yeah.
did you start with your own company and your own people that hired you first, and your own homies that were in the ironworking? Like, hey, buy my shirt, buy my shit.
oh, bro.
Or how was the first big
And-
deal?
and-
Like, where you're
and-
like, oh shit, I
Wait,
can actually
hey,
do this.
let me.
Yeah, like how did it get cracking?
You know what? Okay, that's a great question. But before you answer that, the people that you worked with, don't forget about the question. But the people that you worked with, and your friends around you, the iron workers around you, were did they support you like you thought they were going to support you, or? Because I see your reaction from the question he asked you. Did
Kind of
they
like some hater shit now.
did they buy your clothes as soon as you busted out the clothes or no?
I never told them, bro. I
What?
never told them.
Oh,
Everything
shit.
was. I mean, I don't want to say everything was low key, but I just like, I don't know, man. Like, I didn't really want to be like, hey, buy my shirt. You want to buy a shirt?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a
So
sale.
what'd you do?
You were on some Loki shit and you went straight incognito online.
Or did you just tell them, hey, look at this website I found, and it's really your website?
And there's,
Hell yeah.
there's nothing wrong, bro. With like, hey, buy my shirt. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's actually, bro, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
But it was
It's kind
almost,
of anxiety though.
But how did you do it then?
like, I didn't want to be that guy that's so, oh, that guy sells shirts.
Oh.
Like, I want
see.
the motherfucker know that I'm an iron worker. You know?
I see.
So
I see what
that's
you're
why
saying.
it took me a long time to put my face on the.
Yeah, because you recently did that barely, huh?
Yeah.
I noticed that you recently finally like put yourself out there as the CEO of Building America USA.
Yeah, after like
I'm pretty sure
3-4 years.
Yeah. So you know what's a trip to me? For the longest time, I would see your Instagram, and I'd be like, man, how come this fool does not fucking post his face on his Instagram, like on the Building America USA Instagram, you know? And I never saw you post yourself, you know? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people that would buy your clothes and your gear all the time, they would probably be like, man, who the fuck is the owner of this shit? Did people ever like send you messages and be like, hey,
bro,
what's
all
up?
All the time. Actually, one of my buddies, he was like, damn, I think it's you.
I'm over here
I'll look
making
it
a
for
big
you.
old fucking poncho right here for a beer. My bad.
Give me the scissors. Oh, and then, okay, keep going. And what?
Shout out to Corona for watching this.
You say, hey, so what? So the
Appreciate you.
So yeah, like one of my buddies at work, he's like, I have a feeling it's you, because like sometimes I would like take pictures.
Yeah.
I would take pictures and I would like
Oh,
post
he's
them.
figuring you out.
Yeah, and then he like eavesdropped on my phone. I was like, I was
You didn't have that protected
Yeah, I was
screen
like-
where
I
you
was-
can't see from the sides.
yeah. That was a way back. I was like 20. I don't even think those screens.
Oh
were
yeah,
like
those
up.
didn't even exist at that time.
Yeah, I was like, I was working. I was like on my phone, and then like, he like creeped up. He's like, I knew it was you, and I was like,
wow.
I was like, yeah, it's me, bro. It's all right, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but for some reason, bro, I just want to be like low key.
Low key, yeah. And you know what? That's cool. Because sometimes, you know what? I used to work at a place where if people came in and asked for the owner, like the owner would be in front of them and he would be like, oh, he's not here. Yeah. And sometimes I feel the same way. Like when people come into the shop and
Kind
they
of
ask
like what
for
you
the
did
owner.
today.
Yeah, you know, but it really does feel that way sometimes, bro.
Is it because you don't want to entertain the conversation, or
No.
you just don't? You're
You
not
don't
in
care
the mood
about
to
the
hear it
product.
right now.
Well, for me, you know why? Because all right, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you and tell me if you agree with me. When someone walks in and they want to know who the owner is, one, they want to know who the owner is because of interest. They're interested in one thing or one thing or another. I've noticed that when people come in and they don't know that I'm the owner, they treat me one way. But once they find out that I'm the owner, they treat me way differently.
So not consistent. Like you should treat everybody.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
get you. Yeah, they're
You know?
more nicer and
Yeah,
more
and it's like they kiss
like
ass.
more respect.
attentive towards you.
Exactly, and it's like nah,
'Cause
like
they want to
I
land
want
that sale. They want to land that.
I want
deal.
to, yeah. That's one thing, but like, there's even people that walk
I
in.
noticed that the other day.
There's even people that walk in randomly that aren't selling anything, but they walk in and they don't know that I'm the owner and they treat me a certain way. But then once they find out, they're like, oh, they're all kiss ass with me, you know. And it's like, I don't want you to fake the funk with me. I want you to be real with me.
Just
I want
be
you,
real.
you know, I
Just
want you
be
to be
real.
real with me. If you don't like me for something, you know, fucking, I'll find out, you know. But I don't know. I totally understand what you're saying. Cause like the other day at the other shop, like some guy walked in and he's like, who's the owner? And then the guy, and they
First of all, that's scary. Who's the owner? Like, why? You want to shoot me?
Exactly. You know that's
Who are you, bro?
That's another thing. But the guy walked in. He's like, "Who's the owner?" And then one of the guys was like, "Oh, that's him." And I was like, "Dude, like, don't."
He
do
pointed
I
all
was
the
like,
fingers at
"Dude,"
you.
I was like, "Don't do that." But the guy was like, "Oh, I want to get a haircut by you." And I was like, well, that takes away the chances from all my guys. Like, what about the other guys that work with me? They're also good, you know. They're also great. I'm not the only one here that's good. Everybody in my shop is fed. You know, exactly. I'm trying to, and that's the type of leader that I am. I don't consider myself a boss of my guys. No, never. Like, I'm a leader. I'll lead the way and I'll fucking try my best to lead them the right way. I'm not the type of person that's going to be bossing around people ever. I don't fuck with that. You know, I'm the type of guy that's going to lead them the right way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. So like, for them to come in and just be that way, it shows me like, in a way, fakeness. Like, oh, who's the owner? Oh, I want a haircut by him. What if I suck?
Yeah.
You know what? You're okay just because I'm the owner and you're going to say my haircut's good? No. Why don't you just fucking get a haircut by all of us and take a fucking gamble, and then you might get a haircut from the owner, and then you tell me if the haircut's good or not, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then what if I am the owner and then you treat me like a dick, but then you find out that I'm the owner and all of a sudden you want to be nice to me? No, bro, you know? So I could definitely understand what you're saying. Like, you want to be low key, one, because you don't want, I mean, bro, your merch popped off big time. So I mean, I got on my business page, I got like 4,000 fucking followers almost 4,000, and on my personal I got 6,500.
This dude has 58.
And this guy, and you got 58,000, and it's all fucking organically, bro.
It's like a product that can go all the way to New York ironworkers.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
no,
That's
and it does, bro. Like, this will really be posting people from all over the U.S. And the thing is, like, nobody knows who the owner is. What a fucking great fucking you know how good that must feel for, or not good, but like, you know how everybody probably wanted to know who the fuck the owner was. With that mystery.
Hey, Omatic's gonna change that, baby.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna be the face of your company. It's time. He gonna change. He gonna make you feel so and it's
I
crazy.
was gonna make your videos crack.
It's crazy to see Polo, bro. Polo's
that.
always been a character, bro. This guy's a character. Polo's a fucking character, bro. But like when the camera came, he was just kind of. I think anyone's timid in front of the camera.
At first, I bet.
Oh yeah, at first,
because you like, you know, and then Omatic just being the GOAT that he is.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, just do this. And then now, this guy's vlogging, bro, to himself in front of the stores. He don't give a shit about what no one thinks because he's building his brand.
And that's what
you don't give a shit, bro. You're gonna be there. You're gonna be there. Omatic's gonna push you to that limit. These guys gonna push you to that limit, and it's gonna feel fucking amazing, bro. Because now people know who the owner is. They know that you got a family, man. They know that you got a business. And I feel like my cousin, he owns a painting company. And I've been telling him, nobody knows who you are. You got to show the people, man, that you're a contractor. You got a family. You got kids, bro. People love that, bro.
Hell
people
yeah.
love to interact with a family, man, that's out here. Because what the divorce rate's 50%, bro. Yep. You got a young, good-looking dude that's married, that respects his lady, and then he loves his family. Do you have any kids, by the way?
I don't have any kids.
Okay, well that's coming up. That's coming up soon. You
know something that really like changed my perspective of creating content. Me and Omatic at one point we started talking about how it is that we can change the viewer's perspective of Ace of Fates, you know. And at first we used to just focus on the business of Ace of Fates, and then little by little we started noticing like, hey, you know, every time we post a picture of Polo Cuts SD with his family, or every time we post a video with me and the family, or me and Cheapy at the crib kicking it, or every time we post more of my personal life, people would actually react a little extra than when it was just the business. And believe it or not, people actually do want to find out who the owner is. They want to see the lifestyle, you know, because I mean that's what it's 2023, bro. Happy New Year to everybody, you know. Yeah. It's 2023. People, believe it or not, what's the first thing you do when you wake up? Most of the time we check our phones, bro. We check Instagram. We don't even check our fucking anything else but Instagram. We check our Instagram and we want to see what the fuck's popping, you know. And
that's free.
And people want to fucking see what is Polo Cuts doing today? What is Randy doing today? What is my boy Isaac doing today? What is Chippy doing today? What is Omatic doing today? People just, you know, unconsciously.
You and Polo and Chippy, I got you guys on when you drop something.
Notifications on.
Okay. I want to see what my boys
are
doing.
Yeah.
I want to see what you, especially Omatic, because this guy teaches me everything, bro. I love
the GOAT.
But I mean, I've been getting haircuts, you know, from Chibi for a while, and you brought him on board, and Ace of Fates.
You're interested.
I love this place. It's therapy to me, bro.
Fuck yeah.
I can't wait I got to work, man. I had such a long day at work. I'm like, fuck, man. I cannot wait to come vibe out, you know. And then Polo's like, hey, man, podcast time. I'm like, fuck, let's do it, bro.
Yeah.
I feel at home, bro. This place is more than a barbershop.
That's the whole reason why I was like, you know what? Like, for example, today, as you guys know, Manny's our co-host for Off the Clipper.
Shout out to Manny.
Big shout out to my boy Manny Rocks, you know. We all have families and shit, and sometimes, you know, things happen where we gotta fucking go be with our family instead of work, you know, and the you know, the fucking he had to leave. And I was like, you know what? I looked around, and I always try to look around and see who's the best person to have on the podcast, you know. And I look at Randy and I was like, hey Randy, what's up? You've been on the Off the Clipper podcast before, you know.
This is like family too.
You're a friend, not only a friend, but you're family. I've known you since I was what, like, dude, I want to say maybe like I've known
You're
you
probably like 8 years old.
8 years old or like 10 years old when I first met you.
Polo grow into
You know
an
what I'm saying?
entrepreneur. That's crazy.
So I was like, you know, who's the right person to invite and be a co-host today? You've been here with us. You know what the fuck it is. You know what we do. And you said, hell yeah, I'm with it. You know, the thing is, like, when things are done genuinely, like when things are done the right way and everything's honest, bro, you can never you just can't fake the funk and everything's gonna come out right. That's why I didn't hesitate to ask you, bro. You want to be a part of fucking tonight's fucking episode as a co-host?
I appreciate that.
I already knew he was gonna say yeah too. He had a fresh haircut. He was all right,
Hey,
cool,
man.
we good. Okay, camera time, baby. Let's go.
Camera time, baby. But that's a question though. I forgot what I asked you. It was kind of a.
Well, you were asking him about how he started with the company, and he answered.
What's the next step then?
Exactly, that's what I was gonna go to.
The next step would just
Riding the wave, or
just I made in a year, itself.
what seems to be? You said you've been doing this for 4 years.
You've been how long has Building America been going on for? You said
I'd say about 4 years.
Yeah.
What has been the biggest challenge right now for you to grow into a maybe overseas type of dude, like ironworkers overseas, man? Like, how can you get to that point? Like, is that a reality? Can that happen?
Oh fuck yeah, I see that happening.
Because construction ironworkers, you can't do shit without them,
bro. There's ironworkers in the whole world.
Yeah. I think
What's the next step in order for you to fucking
like? Is there something getting in your way right now? Is there a big challenge, or like are you pretty successful?
The challenge is all mentally, bro. Like you
overwhelming.
You just gotta get it out there. Like for example, like Polo, like look at him, like he's got a podcast, bro. Do I have a podcast? I don't have a podcast. Like there's always room for improvement. You know what I mean? I mean, that's why I look up to you, bro. Like, you're savage, bro. You're savage. Well, like, you don't care.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. You don't have to care.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like sometimes you care too much, and that's what keeps you from growing.
And I think that's like the cool thing that you guys reconnected. Because Polo's a gangster, bro. On God, Polo's a gangster. You hang around with him long enough, he gonna. You already got wings, but he gonna be like, hey, bro, now it's time to fucking. Get off this building, bro. That's time to fly, bro. Whether you know how to fly or not, because
man, you know what it is, bro. I just think there's no time for bullshitting, bro. Like I always tell my guys everywhere at the like when I talk to my boys at the other shop, bro. The guys at the other shop, I always tell them like, dude, they come up with all these ideas all the time, and they always tell me like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I always hear I want to do this, I want to do that, and I don't see no doing, you know. And I always tell them, bro. I gotta hear less talking and more doing. Like if you guys really want to do things, you guys need to fucking start doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe the right question is what is a challenge that you have faced through this whole journey that you've gone through with Building America? What's a challenge that you think you faced that you're like,
it's kind of consistent, still here?
Something that has stressed you out. Like maybe maybe one thing that I can think of for you, and tell me if you've gone through it. Have you ever gone through a time where you're like, fuck, I'm getting so many orders that I cannot get out, like put out? Because your shit's so popping, you're so busy all the time. Have you ever been in a situation where people over like put in too much orders?
Do you have to get a manufacturer, distribution? Like, how does that shit work, bro?
You got you got like an e-commerce, no?
I got e-commerce. We pack and we deliver everything. As far as printing goes and everything, like we don't do the printing anymore, none of that. But we do the shipping and all that. And but yeah, bro, it gets overwhelming. But the biggest
challenge,
I think will be
what? You don't have a. It's just been going good for you.
No, there's a bunch of challenges, but it's all like personal challenges, bro.
Oh no, yeah, okay, yeah, I see. There you go. There.
Like it's on your head, bro.
Yeah, no, I see.
Bro, like,
That's facts,
like,
dude.
I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like it's on your head. Like it's on your head.
Yeah. You don't.
Like
Well, you gotta
don't-
maintain your
like,
business, your family,
Yeah,
your
bro.
morality
There's so much-
as a man. I mean, I can't even imagine how much shit is going on. Extended family, maybe people passing away. Like
Sometimes you trip out. You're like, fuck, wait, am I really that guy? I'm really like building.
really
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah.
Like you don't believe it. Dog.
Yeah.
It's a confidence, man.
The thing is, you probably fucking went. From what I saw, you went
That's probably
from
the weirdest shit I ever heard,
Yeah, you
bro.
probably went too fast.
exactly, bro. The thing, you probably started this shit not thinking it was gonna pop off this fast, and it fucking went fucking from 0 to 100, and you're like, oh shit, this shit's for real.
This is for real. This is for real.
Like, okay, like, what? Like, what? Like,
Yeah.
Like, I was like the messages, the emails. I couldn't believe it. Like,
Oh yeah, see there you go.
I bet you that shit's like super overwhelming.
Yeah,
Especially
bro.
like barely starting and getting into it, and then that shit cracks off. You're like, fuck, like
that's
actually
dang.
fucking.
Like, you know what's
You know,
crazy?
you're constantly
That's their-
playing catch up. You know.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why he doesn't even he can't even fucking like say it, because it's like, bro, how is it that I'm just starting this and then it just goes fucking full throttle, you know?
That's
Like,
probably what it is. Just it's probably overwhelming, and you never feel like you're ahead. You're always behind.
What did it-
Orders
Catch
are
up.
constantly getting
Yeah.
You're
placed.
always behind, bro.
yeah.
And it's like a
You
good
And
gotta
that's,
catch
but that's
problem.
with everything though.
It's like a good problem.
It is a good problem.
but it's kind of
Exactly,
stresses you
bro, like-
out. 'Cause
But you know, okay, one thing I've learned, that is a great problem to have, because you know what? Once you get once you're comfortable, bro, that means you ain't doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like once you're comfortable in the position and the place you're at, all right, now I think it's time for me to step it up and take it up a notch. And you know, sometimes it's good to have stress,
Yeah.
especially that type of stress. It is good
It's
because it keeps
always-
you on your toes, bro.
Yeah, stress is always good
Hell
when
yeah.
you can control it.
Exactly.
You know, like never stress out over something you can't control.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if it's
for
out of
sure.
your hands, don't even stress out.
Because you
over
know
it.
when
Like,
when you look at a videographer or a barber, we have more of a this is our territory. But when you look at a worldwide brand,
Oh yeah, that's
there's
fun.
manufacturing, there's all that cuts into your profit. So your profit starts
Yep.
becoming smaller because you have to pay for an email list, you got to pay for a manufacturer.
You gotta have leverage,
So that's
bro.
that's
That's
what's
another one.
crazy.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
with
big.
us, we're kind of blessed.
We're in
because
control.
We're in control because this is our territory.
Yeah.
Close the deal.
We're- yeah, we're
and
controlled to a certain
Ace
point.
and Faze owns IB. I don't want to hear nothing. Chula Vista. Shout out to all your other barbers.
South Bay.
South Bay, baby.
South Bay.
But you know, when you look at someone like him, where he can distribute all the way to the East Coast, like how do you?
And then you know, like you
That's why
said, you
I watch
gotta
a lot
have
of Shark
leverage,
Tank.
bro.
You know,
Leverage,
Shark
leverage,
Tank,
bro.
leverage is big, bro.
and the
You
name
watch
that
Shark
you have.
Tank?
Yeah, watch it. Yeah.
Dude, Shark Tank. Shark Tank's the shit.
Oh,
bro, 'cause
hell
you
yeah.
get small little people, and all of a sudden they got factories and shit. You're like,
Yep.
and I always think, how did they do that? Dude?
You know what though? But those people that go to fucking Shark Tank, bro, they fucking make sure they do their homework, dog.
Yeah.
Have you seen the way like?
But I've seen some loose guns.
Oh
in
yeah,
there,
yeah, me too.
But they know that it's a fucking fly product. They know it. The sharks know it. And that guy doesn't even know he's stuttering and
Why do
shit.
you think
He's
it's called
stuttering.
Shark Tank, homie? You know they
He
fucking
takes 30
shark the fuck out that bitch.
He takes
you know?
30% out of that bitch.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's a doggy dog world, bro. Like you gotta fucking be at this point, bro. You gotta be a fucking savage, bro, in order for you to succeed in this fucking, especially in the type of fucking competition and the type of business you're in. Way, like you have no control of the manufacturer company that's doing all your fucking stuff. You know, you can have 100 fucking orders right now, and then fucking they only print out 70. What are you gonna do? You're gonna call them up and be like, "Hey, I need the 100." Well, sorry, you know we
and
can't.
I've had bags.
And then they go online or they go to somewhere complain and make you look like shit because they didn't get their shirt on time. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like no one really cares about this guy's a guy that's coming up, and
Yeah, of
no, they go online like, oh, I fucking got my order
Where's my
10 weeks.
where's my
You know what I
shit?
mean? Then they
Yeah,
try to- it's like
but they
people-
don't understand that we are all humans, bro. At the end of the day, we're trying to take care of the whole world. Just like how sometimes, like for example, this past Christmas, bro, I have people calling me and they're like, bro, I
need a haircut.
forgot to book an appointment. I need a haircut. Can you please get me in right now? And I'm
Stresses
like,
the fuck out
and I'm
of
like,
you.
bro, I have 24 people to take care of today, and I cannot fit you in. I'm so sorry. Like, I tried my hardest.
24 haircuts.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, I'll like.
That's a good problem to have.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing.
That's
you know, like
good, but my hand will fall off, bro.
you
If I
know,
had to cut 24 haircuts.
and I keep saying yeah, like all day. I'm like, yeah, I'll get you in, and then by the end of the day, I'm here at fucking 12:30 at midnight, and I'm like fucking still cutting hair, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like I'm tired as
Fucking midnight.
fuck, dude. Like I'm tired as fuck.
On
I wanna
a
go home.
holiday.
Yeah, but you know, we can't take care of everybody, and that's the reason why there is enough room for fucking competition. That's why there's enough for all of us. You know, you know,
actually a good way to see it.
sometimes it's good to have competition. Sometimes it is good because you're not gonna be able to take care of everybody, bro. You know. There's room for everybody, bro. Everybody can succeed in this fucking world. That's that. And we're in the land of the fuck. Like everybody comes to the U.S. to follow their dreams, you know, to make the American dream.
To build
you know what
America.
I'm saying? You know, we're in the country. We're in
Building America.
building America, baby.
And you got a great and catchy
Fuck
name
yeah.
for being an iron worker.
Hell yeah!
I can't believe
it-
that's not taken.
How did you come up with that?
Because it's not only California. You could go the whole U.S.
Yeah, hell
and you
yeah.
can still be straight. You know?
Motherfuckers in Montana, dog, are fucking rocking this shit probably at the fucking borderline of Canada. Like,
Straight
hey,
white
building
boys will be
America.
like, I
However,
love this, man.
international, you probably got to change your name.
Hey, so-
Yeah, but yeah.
Cheapest question, like how did I come up with the name? A long time ago, I was in the racing gang, right? Well, I was an apprentice, and the racing gang is the one that put up the building.
A racing what?
The racing gang.
Oh, okay. Oh, the racing game.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
an apprentice.
Yeah.
And then the foreman at the time, he already passed away.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
And,
peace.
like we're at break, and this will puts on his hard hat. Boom. Like, let's go build America, boys. And at the,
Oh, that's
I mean, in my
hard.
head, in my head, like I tripped out. You know what I mean? It was me. Like it was in the moment. It was just like, I was like,
But that shit stuck
Oh,
though.
that's
that was
tight.
that was just like I was an apprentice. I mean, I was like,
No, that's
shit.
sick.
Yeah, I was all like,
No one had
I
that
was
website name?
like, BuildAmerica.com. They did, but I had to add the USA on it.
Oh, that's straight. That's straight.
But even still, you would think
that's-
someone
that's
say
still
"Build
cool.
America." Like
I don't know why that sounds like something Trump would say though.
Yeah.
Shout out
to
to
me,
Trump.
it sticks. I don't know.
Hey, all his customers are Trump supporters.
No,
Hey Trump, get rid of Sleepy Joe, bro. Please, bro.
hey, but you know what? It doesn't matter, dog. Like whoever's. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, the supporters that make your fucking brand grow and stay alive and keep growing, bro, you gotta fucking be thankful for them. It doesn't matter who the fuck it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, whoever it is that supports building America USA, bro, they're the ones that are that made this happen, and so are you. You know, but
Because you're gonna have more supporters than negatives.
Hell
like, these
yeah.
people depend on your product.
Yeah, and our
you
goals-
make them look swagged out.
Hell
you
yeah.
make them look good. Like I think about clothing brands, bro, or jewelry, right? It makes you feel a certain way, bro. Like even if you go to work and you know you're gonna get dirty and bust out, at least you're
Hell
fucking
yeah.
looking cool as fuck doing it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
you know what happens to me when I go to the gym? I started going to the gym a few months ago, right?
Shout out to Polo in the
Hell
gym
yeah.
because
So,
he got skinnier than the last time I seen this cat.
You trip out. So I noticed that when I would go to the gym, if I was bumming it, bro, I didn't perform the same way as when I would go looking fresh. And a lot of people say like
Gym
a lot,
shit, some
like
gym shit.
a lot of people, I noticed that a lot of girls bash on girls that go to gym wearing makeup, and it's like when I go to the gym, if I look good, if my gym
Fresh
attire
cut.
looks fire. I fucking perform hella good, dog. Like I'm fucking over here doing extra work. I'm making sure everybody's looking at me like, hey, like
Nah,
I'm
it's
putting
just
in
because
fucking
you're
mad
handsome,
work.
dog, with some cool ass tats, bro.
Nah, I
That's
feel
what it
it.
is. I'm just
Especially if you got a
kidding.
haircut too.
I feel
Game
it though,
over,
but like
guy.
when I
Haircut from Ace of Spades?
when I have a haircut, bro, and I have a fresh ass fucking gym fit, dog, that I fucking just perform out like crazy, dog. You know, so and that goes the same way here at work. When I come to work to the barbershop looking fresh, bro.
That's true
I'm
because
like,
as a
whoa,
consumer, as a
I'm-
customer,
Yeah, they see
when
that.
I come in and I see
Everybody
my
looking sharp.
barber
Looking
with the-
sharp.
looking sharp with the straight.
Oh yeah.
I remember when Chibi was cutting hair in the garage, but he was really back and forth with DirecTV. So Chibi has been my barber for a lot of years. So I had to, like, you know, when he wasn't available, I had to roam around Chula Vista, you know, and find me a barber, man. So my thing was, you know, him and his brothers, they all got good hair. They all got good beards. They always look, all of them, bro. Him, Chris, they always look fucking clean cut.
Yep,
So
yep, yep.
every time I went to a barber, it was like, I want the dude with the cleanest cut and the cleanest beard. Even though my beard's sad, still what? He can still make my sad ass beard into a decent looking beard. You know what I mean? So it's fit the image.
Yeah, of
it's
course.
fit the image. You got
Yeah.
to. You got to fit the image, man.
Yeah, of course. And believe it or not, bro, like if you think, like if you're feeling yourself,
You do way more better.
you
And
gotta
then
do
you
better,
see my
man. You
barber
gotta do
just going his black on black Corvette. I'm like, that's my barber, baby. You don't see a lot of that's poor boy. You better tell somebody, bro. You better tell somebody, bro. Hey, not a lot of barbers are driving in a black on black souped up Corvette. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you one thing though. For me being a barber, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I would think I would be fresh all the time, but fuck, it's hard to fucking stay fresh in here. Just because I know everybody's busy in here working their ass off, and at the end of the day, I don't want to. Like, I'd rather go on like polo shit and schedule it and make an appointment rather than ask him at the end of the day, like, hey, like, yeah, hey, can you cut my hair after he's done fucking 24 haircuts? Like, you know, I mean, I know he'll say yeah, like all day. He'll always take care of me, but like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's like fuck, like. I know this fool just busted his ass all day. Like, fuck, another cut. Like, fuck, another 45 minutes. Fuck. Yeah, like.
But it's true, bro. Like, if you look good, you'll do better for sure.
Yeah. No. Looking good, having a fresh haircut, being swagged out, no matter what you do, whether it's construction or whether it's ironworking, being a barber. You perform better,
bro,
because you're more confident.
Just like they say, bro. You look good, you feel good. You feel good, you act good, homie.
So
100%.
I guess the question is, when did you look at the ironworking world and you just said, I'm out. I got this business. Like, did you have to tell your boss, I'm out, I'm quitting? Are you still doing ironworking?
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, you still ironworking? Oh, so you're doing both.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, that's a hustler right there. Shit.
It's because he's a real iron worker. You know what I'm saying? He can't give it up.
I take time off here and there. You know, like what?
So does your boss know that you have this big ass empire
No, yeah, I mean,
that you're building? And then, when you take time off, does he give you like, how's that? How, like, hey, boss, you know I'm doing my thing.
Imagine,
take time
imagine like, hey, boss, my shit's popping off, dog. I need at least like a month off, bro, because I need to fucking catch up on my motherfucker. I need to catch up on my orders, homie. You better fucking give me at least a month off before I fucking come back.
Yeah,
and
and it's probably crazy
I
too.
kind of want to know that. Like, I didn't know you were still doing ironworking.
so it's weird, right? So for example,
I'm sure he's proud.
a lot of people, they work for a lot of companies throughout the year, right?
Yeah.
And that's their thing, right? They like to like hop, through companies to companies, and throughout the year. But like for example, me, like I only work for like a couple companies, right?
Yeah.
So like whenever I need to take time off, like I'll just be straight up with my boss, be like, hey, you know what? Like I'm gonna take some time off, and
And
He
your,
doesn't mind.
time off is usually probably catching up with the other business, huh? Because it's never really time off for you.
That's where the mental
but
comes, right?
the thing,
for
bro, is
sure.
like when there's
It has
work,
to be hard
when
because you
there-
were doing both for a while.
Yeah, that's just fucking.
You say what?
it's-
when there's work, there's work. You know what I mean? Like for example, like hey, let me take some time off. You know what I mean? Like but I mean, if there's work, they need you. You know what I mean? So like, hey, like what's up? You got work? Like yeah.
Like if they need you, they're gonna tell you, hey, fool.
Yeah, of course.
Right now we got a lot of work. We need you, Kyle.
And not for nothing, bro. Like I've been blessed. My bosses, they
They take care of you.
You know what? I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest
like-
with you. I don't know you, but you're a very likable guy.
Yeah.
I can imagine, bro. They fuck with you.
appreciate it. Yeah. For example,
Yeah.
like my boss right now. Shout out to my boss right now. Like I've been knowing him since we were neighbors back in the day. You know what I mean? So like I've been lucky in that way. And plus, bro, like if you know your shit, like for
Like, if
example,
you're a good ass
like,
worker,
if you're a badass barber, bro, you'll quit right here and then you go to a fucking other barber shop, you're gonna fucking kick ass.
yeah, I see what you're saying. So your work speaks for itself. So you fucking go
I don't
work.
wanna sound cocky, but like
No. Well, bro, I mean, I'm not.
It kinda
I
works
don't-
like that.
It's like this, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. Like, me and Cheapy, bro. Let's say, for example, right now, this barbershop didn't exist, and we worked at a barbershop.
Yeah.
If we
You're
were
genius.
to tell the barbershop owner, same thing goes for Omatic, same thing goes for you, all of us, because we are good at what we do.
Yeah.
Me and Cheapy right now, we say, hey, you know what? We work at a barbershop together, and we say, fuck, dude, we want to go follow our dreams. We want to go fucking cut hair and be guest barbers. all over the U.S. We want to go travel the fucking U.S. being guest barbers. And we told the barbershop owner, hey, you know what? We're gone. If I need to come back, I'll come back. But in the meantime, I'm going to go follow my dreams. I'm 100% sure the barbershop owner is going to say, hey, when you're done following your dream, or when you're done and you're ready to come back, come back. Why? Because they know that we are good barbers, you know? Same thing with like with Omatic, you know? Like if Omatic right now were to tell me, hey, you know what, bro? I'm going to go move to fucking New York. I got to go follow my dreams. I got to go do this. I have a big gig out there. Yeah. You know what? If shit doesn't work out, I'll be back. Boom. Yeah. He comes back. You best believe I'm gonna be waiting for him in the fuck, like with my arms open.
Bro, that's real talk.
I mean,
man.
what you're saying is when you're a good worker, people see that. People, when you're a good worker, bro, people see that, and if you have to take time off for a month, they're not gonna trip on you and say, oh well, take time off and we'll see if when you come back there's a spot open for you. Nah, fuck that, fool. Bro, I got homies, bro. Like, no lie. I got homies that are construction workers. No lie. They go to jail. On my mom, bro. They go to jail for some bullshit, right? And they do like 8-9 months. They come out and they have a job the first day they're back.
And I'm like,
I'm like, what the fuck? How do these fools do it? You know what I'm saying? And then they fuck up, bro. They violate probation or some bullshit, right? They go back to jail and they come back out. Boom, their job's still there. And then I got homies that are like, you know, not really doing too well and shit, and then they're over here struggling to find a job.
Same situation.
You know, same situation, but they can't find a job, and it's like, all right, well, look, bro, when you're a fucking good worker, no matter what the fuck it is that you're doing, like,
and it's crazy that you say that, because my cousin Ben, he owns a painting company, but he works for the union, the convention centers, and
that's fire,
dude. He's foreman out. He's at 48 an hour.
Yeah,
and he told them, hey man, I'm opening my painting company, man. Like, I gotta do something different.
Yeah.
But he's tendered in, so he has pension. Oh. So he goes, I'm never leaving the union. I'm never, because I got pension. I got
so he has his own company and still with the union.
Yeah, and they'll call him like, hey, we got a convention center, sports car event in Anaheim. Do you want to go? They don't even say either. Do you? He's like, overnight, $69 an hour. I'm there. And he tells his little workers, hey, I'll pay you more. Handle this painting in this house. Handle this house in Alpine, so I can go make my 70, so I can build my pension.
Fuck yeah.
And that's kind of cool about the construction world, because hard work, it's not like sales. Like, well, it is like sales. Like, if you sell a lot for an agency, or you make a lot of people money, they might be a little bit lenient, but construction's a total different thing, because there's not a lot of hard workers out there no more.
Hey, but sales, hold on, sales way, it's good because it's on you way how much money you want to make.
Yeah.
So like, honestly, I've never been in sales.
You're in both worlds. I mean,
right now. Sales is landing the jobs to the iron workers to work. To be honest, the bidding is like another whole different thing. But it just shows you, like, when you are on top of your game, you can go leave, and that's what's cool about like the guy that I'm working for right now. I was working for.
That's like you, bro. You always end up with the fucking. It's so like, bro. Randy can get a job like this, bro. Yeah. Like you can, like sometimes you'll be like, hey, bro, I'm not working right now. I'm just focused on my camera shit. And then all of a sudden, bro, you come back the next second, you're like, bro, I'm top lead fucking salesman of this place. And I'm like, what the fuck? You didn't even have a job last time you were here. Well, now I do, homie, and I'm fucking top sales.
Because you know why? Because I get it. Like, my whole dream, man, is to be a videographer. That's it. You know, I got influences like him. I got 2 other influences that work for like some celebrities, and I want to do it. And I want to make people look good, man. Like, that's what I want. I want to tell people stories. I want to make people look good. I want them to look at the film and be like, man, like, this guy really cared about my story. This guy really cared about my brand. But I'm not there yet. I'm only a year and a half in with video.
You're doing good though, bro.
Still,
straight up.
Shout out to Automatic for getting my messages at 2 a.m. talking about how do I mask a video.
But you're doing good, bro. You're killing it.
Yeah, from the first videos that you started showing out to where you're at now,
bro. Like that, like those videos that you showed me earlier, right now, like on Instagram with the wine and all that, bro. That shit was A1. A1 to me, that was A1. But going back to you, Isaac. I got a quick question for you, bro. So. Try to remember as best as you can, from for your girlfriend telling you, hey, you know, I want to buy you something, but I can't find anything that's iron worker related. And then you're like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, you remembering your boss saying, let's go build America. And then boom, you come up with the name. And then you're away. And then you're like, you know what? I want to sell merch. And then, you're like, you know what? I want to launch this merch company. And then you get it started. That process, right? You go through all that, right? Because we all go through all that stuff. You get started, and none of us know what type of reaction and what type of fucking feedback we're gonna get from people. We never know. Like, nobody knows. You know, nobody knows. You can have the best fucking business planner in the world, and that business can fail. And you can have the least experienced business planner in the fucking world, and that business can thrive. You know how I think of it? Like, when we, and let me finish my point, right? But like, sometimes when like me, that I'm a content creator, like me like, or like Cheapy, you know, he creates content too, like on his TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff. Sometimes we put so much effort into a video and it gets no views, and then sometimes we put no effort into a video and it gets fucking millions, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, you going from putting all that effort into this, right? You say, fuck it, I'm gonna start building America USA, and you don't know what to expect. You're like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna pop off or not. And then all of a sudden, bro, you start seeing your fucking brand just fucking pop off and go from 0 to 100. Like you start seeing your bro, because I've been on your Instagram, bro, and you got girls posting with like bras and bikinis and thongs and booty shorts that say "Building America USA."
Wait,
you got fine ass girls fucking posting like pictures of their ass.
I gotta check out this dude's page more often, bro. I'm about to look at that shit.
No lie, Randy, you gotta check out his Instagram, bro. There's girls that are iron working wives. This fool makes merch for the wives. This fool makes
fucking genius,
this fool's making shirts, long sleeves. This fool's making gear, you know, belts, fucking hats, hard hats, stickers, all that shit, you know. And then all of a sudden, boom, little by little way,
you go merch. It's gear. It's like hard hat
He
gear.
makes everything, bro. So listen to me. All right. So my question is, like, from you being away out of town, and you and your girl are like fucking planning this shit out. Boom, you launch. Now you're launching. Boom, let's get it. We're starting. Vámonos. You're fucking going, and then all of a sudden you see your fucking Instagram. Because I saw that shit, bro. Like, I remember when this first started, bro. I promise you not. Like, me and this fool are very close. We went to middle school together. We were fucking good homies. Like, we were fucking like borderline best friends. Like,
we middle school love, baby.
Like, me and this fool, okay, so Tripa, I'm gonna tell you guys the story. Me and Beto, we met in 7th grade. And when we were in 7th grade, there was this program called Academy that they made for fucking kids that were really bad in school. And
you guys were front row.
Well, me and this fool were like, so in this program, you have 1, 2, that's 4, 5, 6. So you have 6 classes, and in every class you have when you go to middle school, you have periods, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In our program, we had 6 periods, but the first 2 and the other 2 after that, they were the same subject, same teacher, same classmates. So for the whole day, we had the same classmates.
Because you guys were terrible.
We were segregated from the rest of the middle school because we were so bad. We were that. So, and all
they didn't allow you to communicate with other humans.
Hey, bro, no, real shit, dog. Like, real shit.
It was like prison, but in fucking school.
It's your first taste of isolation.
Real shit. Like, we were really segregated from the rest of the middle school, right? Anyways, we met, and then we become really good homies. Like, we're the only like we're like the only paisas in the classroom because we're mixed with Filipinos, whites, blacks, like everything, and then we just get along, bro. Like, real good. Boom. Anyways, boom, that happens.
You fucking badass kids.
So I was able to see this fool go from the matcha tea to ironworking, and then to opening up to starting his own
You were still like, what were you doing at this time when he was already starting this thing?
I already had my barbershop. He would like, this fool would tell me like when he first opened up his matcha tea, I already had my barbershop, and he would tell me like, hey dude, I look up to you. I love what you're doing. And then he was like, I want to do the same. I want to start my own business. And I would tell him, fucking start it, dog. Go ahead, go for it. Anyways, he starts the matcha business and it doesn't crack off. And then boom, iron working. And then all of a sudden one day I just start seeing like Building America USA on my feed, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? You know, like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? And I don't know about it. And then one day he comes and gets a haircut. He's like, hey, I started my own business. And I'm like, okay, then well, what is it? You know? And then he goes, Building America USA. I'm selling merch for iron workers. And I'm like, what? I'm like, damn, that's tight. Bro, I literally see this fool go from like
0 to 100.
No. Like when I first saw his fucking Instagram, he didn't have 0 follower. He had like 4,000 or 5,000. Like fast. Jesus, though.
I'm barely at 1,900, dog.
Bro, but fast. And then little by little, like he'll like my shit, and I'll click on his shit, and fucking from 5 to 9, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And then from 9 to like 12. And you could tell it's organically because it takes time. And then his people are showing him likes, they're commenting, and then people are sending him, like, you got girls sending him, like, they take pictures with their gear, send it to him, he posts it. And then you got guys that are like on top of fucking skyscrapers, like fucking 80 stories high, bro, building fucking buildings, wearing his clothes.
That could die.
Wearing his clothes, bro, right?
Taking a selfie that could die.
And then I'm like, damn, this fool's doing it. And then like little by little, I just see it fucking like rising. And then 58,000 fucking followers now. So my question is, wait, how does it feel like for you, wait, to get that type of that support in return from your clientele?
Attention and support.
Yeah, like that.
A lot of attention.
You got a lot of attention, but you got a lot of support. For 58,000 people to fucking follow you, dog, and buy your fucking gear. Yeah. What does that feel like? Because you know why? Because that's our goal. Like me and Nomadic talk about this all the time. How can we get people to watch our shit? How can we get people to, bro, like you did it so fucking effortlessly, and me and Nomadic are over here like just fucking like trying our hardest. What does it feel like for you to just do it so effortlessly and get that fucking support like nothing? What did that feel like to you? How was that? Was it mind blowing? Did you feel like?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, it was like very grateful, right? Like,
oh hell yeah!
Like you're fucking like grateful, like oh my god, right? Like can't believe it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck, like little pressure, obviously, you know what I mean? But at the same time, bro, you just gotta keep your head down. You're like crying, bro.
You're just so humble. That's one thing that I've always. Yeah. Me and Omatic. Well, I told Omatic at the beginning when you first told me, hey, what's up with Omatic? Like, plug me with him. I was like, hey, this is my boy. He's just very. I've always, like, my mom even knows who you are, right? I've always told people that know who you are, like, this fool's just humble. Like, you've always been a type of guy that like when you dress nice. When you go out and like when you get dressed up, you dress nice. You have good style. You have good charisma. You have it all to shine. But then again, like, you're very humble to the point where you always like what you're like. You know how earlier he was like, man, you know how earlier
but you know what though? Shout out to the wife, man.
Oh, big time.
Shout out to the wife.
But you know how earlier he was saying that, like,
you know what I mean? When you have a good lady in Polo, you got a very good woman, bro. And you know what? The wife, man, and I'm 39 years old, bro, and I'm still trying to figure out things. But when you got a woman, man, that supports that vision with zero ego,
Hey, wait.
Can you dinner without your wife? Can you build this empire without your wife?
Never.
You know what I mean?
You've been on a trip without your wife. You've been on a trip.
There's so many components, right? It's your humbleness, it's your family. Like, you got a phenomenal parents, Polo. Phenomenal. Cheapy, phenomenal parents, bro. I don't know your parents, but I can only speak for what I know. And you guys got, so there's a lot of history of good parents, good values, and then you got a woman that just has your back, like, dude. Yeah, I mean, I know that has to. She probably calms you down when you get stressed. She probably tells you, dude, like, look where you were.
Imagine if you were single, man. There's no way.
Oh
Hey,
man,
perro,
if I was single, I think I'd be in a different place.
Dog, there's no way.
I would never be here, bro. 100%.
I don't know about, yeah.
If I was single, I'd be nowhere near.
Bubba, if you were single, could you even handle this?
Yeah, dog. Yeah.
Who knows?
Hey, wait, you're not on a trip. Wait, you're not on a trip.
Yeah.
That woman keeps you grounded, bro. What's your wife's name? Diana. Shout out to Diana, keeping this man grounded. Continue to keep this man grounded because he's doing well.
Yeah,
he loves
fuck
you.
yeah. That's the thing though, you know, like sometimes you just gotta like that's one thing that I've always told people. Like I was telling Nomadic when I first introduced him, he was like, man, he's so humble, and I was like, dude, this guy, he's humble, bro, because he has it all to fucking shine and outshine people. Like this motherfucker got swag. He's not an ugly motherfucker, you know.
Shout out to Omadic's lady,
you know what I'm saying?
She's a good, lady. You know what I mean? See? Y'all need to help me and Cheapy. Me and Cheapy are still like, you know, we out to and fro.
Yeah, when your boy chilling.
We out to and fro.
Hey, you know what? We bought a raffle Cheapy out. We already talked about this not too long ago. On Cheapy.
Yeah.
Ain't no
hey,
bro.
The Bachelor Ace of Spades edition.
We're about to do a Bachelor's Ace of Spades edition for Cheapy.
Hey, ladies, they ain't no raffle ticket on Cheapy.
Going back to it, bro. What I'm trying to say is like that goes to show like your
support.
Not just that though, wait. Like sometimes there's a lot of people out there that start a business, right, or they start something, a movement, but they're so cocky, bro. They're very like exactly, you know, and like for you, bro, you just have that like how earlier he was telling you like, oh, when you first started, did you share with your coworkers that was your brand, and you were like, nah, like I just kept my head down and I didn't want them to know that it was me. That goes to show that you didn't want to feel like you were like showing off in a way, like you wanted to be like low and quiet.
You didn't want that attention,
you know, and that goes to show that the type of humbleness that you have, you know.
But I mean, but that's not really the way to be. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like,
sometimes if you gotta know your worth.
Yeah, no, not just that. If you're a hustler, bro, like, hey, come on, shirts for sale.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way I am. Like me,
Yeah,
if you give me 10 water bottles, bro, I'm selling 10.
Exactly, dog.
You know, honestly, and I might even sell 12, and the other 2 that I sold,
yeah,
I'm gonna fucking be like, hey, my bad, you know, like
it goes both ways, dog. Like if you're actually like selling shirts on a job site, hey, it's all good, dog. Like, hey, that's you.
You don't want to be stepping on toes at work, being like.
I just didn't want to be the guy that sells fucking shirts. And there's nothing wrong with selling shirts at a job site, dog.
But look at you now.
Exactly, football. Like outside, I just if you know me at the job site, I want you to know me as an iron worker.
Yeah, I feel you. And then outside of that, if like at a shirt selling exposition,
or
you're gonna be known.
Or if you're hurt or something.
Yeah,
story, you know?
like if you were in a different, let's say for example, if you were in an expo where they sold shirts, you wanted to be the motherfucker that sold the best shirts, but at the fucking job site, you wanted to be the motherfucker that was an iron worker.
Exactly, bro.
Hell yeah.
And it's all right for whoever sells shirts. Honestly, that's the way to go.
Hell yeah.
That's the way to
I
go.
want to. I already told you, dog. I want to hit you up and sit down with you because I need help with fucking some of my merch. But something that I always ask my guests, bro, when they're here with me, can you give me 3 people that motivate you and really inspire you to be the man that you are today?
That's a good ask. That's the best question.
First and foremost, my wife, dog.
Your wife.
Shh, baby girl.
Baby girl, dog.
Baby girl.
Hey, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I'm at.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I'll probably be like tripping about something else.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's one.
Shout out to my wife.
Shout out to Diana.
Yeah, shout out to Diana. My brother, my stepbrother. Honestly, shout out to my stepbrother. He's a nerd, dog. He's a nerd, but at the same time, like, I don't know how to explain that. He's smart. Like, he's smart. Like, he'll read a book throughout the night.
Yeah.
So that's another one.
He retains information like a motherfucker.
Retains information like a motherfucker.
Retain. People retain information.
And he puts
so
me on
fast.
game. He's like, hey, read this book. Hey, Think and Grow Rich
Yeah.
by Napoleon Hill. Changed my life.
Hell yeah.
Changed my life.
I love that book.
Changed my life like a motherfucker.
But now, who's your third one?
My stepdad. Dog.
Your stepdad? Hell yeah.
That's fucking respect, bro.
That's dope.
That's
dope.
fucking
My
respect, man.
stepdad, dog. Dog. Even my wife, dog. And it's stupid and it's funny, dog. It's true. And I admit it. Like, when my stepdad's around, I act different.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
respect.
dog, like, I don't even respect. I don't respect no one. Respect
It's like
no one.
grown man respect. When he walks
Hell
in the
yeah.
room,
Dog, like, he's
there's
around.
a little fear, there's a little
Fear, dog.
intimidation,
Like, I don't
but
even-
because it's love though, it's
I don't
respect.
even say bad words around.
Oh, hell no, fool.
Hey,
He said, I don't say bad words around him.
Hey, man, but that's his level of
no,
it.
Yeah, hell yeah, no, hell yeah.
And it trips me out, like it trips me out because my wife is like, "Hey, what's up with that?"
Yeah.
Like you don't like,
You don't act yourself around him.
and
But
I'm
it's
like,
because-
"Hey,
but
I
it's-
admit it." Like, I was
Because
like, I admit it.
nah,
Like,
it's
no.
just like my dad, bro. Like when I'm around my dad, bro, like I mean, I'm myself, but I also show I show my dad a level of respect that I don't show nobody else.
yeah.
It's not fake. It's
No,
not
hell no,
fake.
no, no,
It's
no.
just a different
no,
level.
It's just respect, homie.
I mean, Chippy can say the same
Hell
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chippy
Hell yeah.
respects the
Shit.
fuck out of his dad.
Hell
bro.
yeah, like
You know
bro,
what I mean?
like I've always told people this, bro. I have two gods in Polo's mind and in my life. There's two gods. It's God, the Jesus above, God, and then
shout out to Jesus.
and it's my dad, bro. My dad's my second God. Like
good man.
that guy's the guy that I don't listen to nobody's advice but his. You know what I'm saying? And he's the motherfucker.
He talks it. He preaches.
You know
it.
exactly.
He treats his wife good.
Hell
He's
yeah.
getting business. He owns his home. You know, you see a lot of dads that
Walks
just
the
talk
walk.
a lot. He walks the walk. Like
Yep.
that's why it's that fear. Like, see, my dad, like, he didn't teach me nothing, but he taught me a couple of things. Always iron your fucking clothes.
Hell
And
yeah.
look presentable.
Yeah.
Always, and that took me a long way. And be social. My
Yeah.
dad was a very social person. He wasn't
yeah.
educated. He got
That's
into-
awesome.
You know, he did a lot of bad things in his life, but
For the most part, the good things.
those things stuck with me as a 39-year-old.
That's
Bro, I
awesome.
can go into and Omatics hang out with me a couple of times. I can go to any fucking room and I can talk to a doctor and I could talk to a homeless.
Yeah.
And that's because of my dad.
Yeah, that's
my mom
awesome.
told me, he's like, hey man, your dad, he had a lot of issues, but the dude can go to any room and talk to anybody.
That's
at any
awesome,
given
bro.
time.
Hell yeah.
So I keep those things close to my heart.
That's
you know what
awesome.
I mean?
Hell yeah. All right. Right before we get done, Wade, we've already been at it for an hour and 6 minutes, bro. One more thing, bro. For anybody out there watching, bro, the reason why I invite my guests to our podcast, to Off the Clipper, is because I see something in you. Every guest that comes to Off the Clipper is because there's something that caught my attention. In this case, you're my homie, dog. You're my really good homie, and I saw you fucking grow, right? And in other cases, it's people that I meet randomly, and it's people that I don't know, but I see what they're doing, and I fucking reach out to them, and I fucking invite them, But every person that I invite, bro, everybody always has something that I think can either benefit me or the people in this room and the people watching from listening to them. Now, there's going to be someone right now listening to us on YouTube or on any of the fucking platforms that they listen to us on that might learn something from you right now, or that might have learned something throughout the whole podcast. What could you tell anybody right now that is listening that might want to, make that jump and say, hey, you know what? I want to start this project. I want to open up a car wash. I want to open up a fucking a pressure washing business. I want to open up a barbershop. I want to open up a fucking I want to open up a clothing store. I want to open up I want to start investing in shoes. I want to start investing in a fucking anything.
Restaurant, taco
anything,
truck.
whatever it is. You as an entrepreneur, because that's what you are. You're not only an iron worker now, but you're an entrepreneur. What advice can you give anybody out there that is trying to follow their dreams from your experiences? Consistency. Hell yeah. I fuck with that.
Consistency.
Episode 92.
Hell yeah.
Don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch. That's a good one.
Dog. Don't be a
Fucking straight to the point, baby.
Scare money don't make no money, man.
And honestly, bro, it sounds cocky, right? It sounds cocky, but honestly, bro, like a lot of us, including me, bro, like I'm a bitch sometimes, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, like
Your fears, man.
you
Yeah.
can't be a bitch, bro. You can't be a bitch. Like, there's somebody out there that wishes that will kill to have your fucking life.
Hell yeah. Hell
You can't
yeah.
be a bitch where you can't be a bitch where you.
Hell yeah.
You have to remember your why.
Your why? Hell yeah.
And
Why?
and first and you can't be a liability to your family. Dog. You have
Fuck
to be
yeah.
a fucking asshole.
Hell yeah. I like that.
That
Like, honestly,
that is
dog,
hard.
like, honestly,
you cannot
like-
be a liability to
your
your
family.
family,
Yeah,
bro.
like for example, where like your chick, right? Like you obviously for like you want your chick to be like, hey, you see that motherfucker right there? Like,
Hell yeah.
that's my man right there.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I like that.
Shh, that's fucking
Oh,
deep,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
That flew by everybody's heads, especially in this modern day world of dating and people
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
find partners.
100%.
That right there, like, how you want your woman to respect you, and you can't even get up in the morning and do what you gotta do, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So like that shit was
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, dog, I just want to let you know, bro. I really appreciate you coming out here, spending some time with us.
sir.
Thank you,
You've been a great guest for the night, bro. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna learn some things about you, and I myself, bro, I look up to you. I want to
Brother
fucking
America, USA.
Bro, I look up to you.
man. Look, dog. This is the thing, bro.
I look up to Omatic.
You gotta surround yourself with the people that make you go harder all the time. That's one thing that I always tell everybody, bro. Like, you hang out with 4 millionaires, you're gonna be the 5th millionaire no matter what, bro. You always gotta hang out with the right people. Tell me who you hang out with, and I'll tell you who you are.
That's
if
just
you,
facts.
bro, believe it or not, bro. If you hang out with bums, you're gonna be a bum. If you hang out with people that are rising, you're gonna rise with them, bro. I promise you. This is for everybody watching. No matter what it is that you do, always make the right choices. Always do what's right for you. Sometimes it's not bad to be selfish. You know, at the end of the day,
Facts.
you are the only person you're liable for. You are the person that's liable for your family. Like he said, you know, no matter what happens in this world, you came here alone and you're leaving alone. And if you leave alone, sometimes you leave things behind for the people you love and the people that are a part of your family. So why not just bust your ass and fucking kill it and leave them something behind for them to remember you for, and for them to be fucking, you know, you gotta just put out great work. You gotta fucking kill it. Always fucking do the best you can. Never give up. That's one thing that I always say. Never give up. Remember, you're only as good as your last service. So no matter what it is that you do, if you're a bartender, give the best fucking drink you've ever done. If it's your last one,
Yeah,
if it's
man,
your last
maybe
video, always
black out.
fucking. If it's your last fucking video, bro, make it the best video. If it's your last shirt you print the best one. If it's your last haircut, give it your last fucking best haircut. No matter what it is, always try your hardest. You can always follow me on Ace of Fates Barbershop and Tattoos, Polo Cuts SD on Instagram. You can watch us on YouTube, Off the Clipper, or any other podcast streaming platform. You got my boy right here, that Barber Cheapy.
Yes, sir.
What's your Instagram, Randy?
Hey man, it's easy. Randy P21.
You already know what it is,
You know what I
man.
mean? You
We
know
got
what
my
I
boy
mean?
Omatic Made It. You can find him on Instagram. If you need any videos done, that's the guy to hit up. We got
Make
my
sure
boy
you
right
come
here.
to Imperial Beach,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Best haircut. And it's more than a haircut here. It's a barbershop. It's therapy.
It's a vibe.
You get
It's a
to
vibe.
chat it up. You get to tell your emotions. You get to talk to grown ass men. Talk about what your day is.
Yep.
They ain't gonna tell your lady. You know what I mean? You'll be good.
You can always follow my man right here, Building America, USA.
USA.
And then if you guys need anything, make sure. What's your website?
www.buildamericausa.com.
You already know what it is. Make sure you
I
guys
can't
put in
believe
your
that shit's
orders,
not
baby.
taken.
Much love, y'all. We'll see you guys next week, baby.
out.